Chelsea boss Enzo Maresca was mocked by Jurrien Timber before the final whistle. Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca was on the receiving end of a brutal dig from Jurrien Timber during Saturday's defeat to Arsenal. The Blues sorely missed Cole Palmer, who was ruled out due to injury, as they slipped to a disappointing loss at the hands of their London rivals. Mikel Merino's early header was the only goal of the game, with the Gunners winning despite not getting out of second gear. The visitors looked toothless in attack and could probably have played on for hours without finding the back of the net. They ramped up the pressure in the closing stages but failed to test Arsenal goalkeeper David Raya and were made to leave empty-handed. In the final minutes of the second half, Maresca was involved in a touchline exchange with Timber in which the Chelsea boss was brutally mocked. He spoke to the Arsenal defender with his hand covering his mouth, meaning it was unclear what was initially said. The reply from Timber was clearly picked up on the live TV coverage, though, with the Dutchman heard firing back, "Try harder. Try harder." The pair exchanged a sporting handshake just moments later, seemingly indicating there was no bad blood between them. Arsenal could have won by several goals but were unable to increase their lead despite being on top for the vast majority of the contest. Chelsea, meanwhile, never looked like equalizing and were made to pay for their lack of bite in the final third. Speaking in his post-match interview, Maresca partly blamed injuries for the result, with Noni Madueke and Nicholas Jackson still working their way back to fitness. Palmer, meanwhile, was sidelined for the match after picking up a knock in training. "I think we were in the game until the end," said the Chelsea boss. "There was not a big difference in the two games between us. Given the injuries, we fought until the end. After the international break, we can have more players back like Nicholas Jackson and Noni Madueke for the final sprint." "We competed well, the game was there. They scored from a set piece, they are masters at that. It is a shame, but my feeling is that we are going in the right direction. We controlled the game, we created some chances. In the second half we were there. Overall, I think we competed very well." Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta was happy with his side's performance but was quick to pick holes in their display, suggesting they should have been out of sight by the final whistle. "We should have done much more, but we are very happy and it was an important game," he said. "We play a top opponent and the team played with an unbelievable spirit, and now we go to the international break.